Not every prospect is your ideal prospect. When you're first starting out, sometimes the temptation is to take anybody that has a pulse. And as I laughingly say, if you hold a mirror up under their nose and it fogs up, you want them to be your customer. And early on, that may be true. You'll take anybody that's willing to pay you for what it is that you do. But the truth is, there is a certain prospect that is better for you, better for your business than anyone else. And that is the type of individual that you really want to focus in on. That is the type of individual that you want to direct your marketing towards. That is the individual that you want to craft your messaging towards. And that is who you want to develop the entire customer experience around. In marketing terms, we call this your customer avatar. It is the profile of the individual that is your best, most profitable customer type or customer profile type. And it's the person that you are best suited to do business with, and they are the person who is going to be the most rewarding and fulfilling for you in the long term. So yesterday I was with my son-in-law, and he and my daughter run a charter business here in Alaska, and they are developing a new offering as part of their charter business. And so we were talking through the offering, and we were talking through the pricing. And one of the things that was interesting in our conversation is he had been looking at the pricing, basing it on a different audience than what I was looking at as an outsider. And as we began to talk, I said, you know, I would encourage you to consider looking at this other audience. And what that really came from was a conversation that had taken place in his boat last week when I accompanied him on one of his fishing charters. Because as he was sharing this new offering that he is rolling out, his customers were so anxious to be a part of that. They were asking him, now, what's it going to cost, and when is it available, and when can we reserve it, and can we reserve it for even longer than what you're offering? And so let me kind of give you a little breakdown. So the service offering he was looking at offering was a 5-day experience. What his customer last week was looking for was a 7 to 10 day experience. And when you really evaluate who brings the money into his community, who his average customer is, who spends the most money with him, you're going to find that what they're really going to be looking for is maybe a little longer experience, but they're going to be willing to pay more. And the original benchmark that he was benchmarking against, it was actually a lower paying customer that was going to be more demanding, less profitable, more time consuming. And so as we kind of flushed that out, you could see the lights go on. He began to realize, oh, wow, really, I need to be going after this other customer type. And so that's not uncommon. And I was sharing with him my own experience. I've been an entrepreneur now for over 30 years. And what I have found over those 30 years is inevitably the people that I charge more money to, the people who spend more money with me, are the people who, quite honestly, are the most enjoyable to work with. They are the people who are the least troublesome. They are the people I probably hear from the least. They enjoy working with me. They value my expertise. And it is those that I create bargains for. It is those that I cut deals for. It is those that I reduce my prices for. It is those that I try and match up to somebody else's low price that always become a pain. Always demand more. I was telling him, I said, years ago when I was a financial advisor, I manage money for many people, and I said the people that I was managing millions of dollars for, I never heard from, other than when we did their reviews. They were always happy, loved me to death. We became great friends. I said it was always the guy with $500 that would just blow up my phone day in and day out. And the same has been true in our marketing companies. The clients that are paying, $2,000 and $3,000 a month retainers, they are truly partners with us in their own success. We collaborate together. We talk a lot. It really is a wonderful working relationship. It's the people that, quite honestly, I brought on early on that are under $1,000 a month that take up most of our time, and they don't stay long. They don't appreciate what we do for them. And even now, I've got a company that we took from $750,000 to $3 million in 2 years. And their way of saying thank you was to tell us this week, well, we're going to bring in an assistant and we don't need your services anymore. And so, this is a company that we've had to chase down for their retainer every month, and so it just becomes a headache. And, those are the things that you just simply want to try and avoid. And so it's better to stay with the ideal customer. And even in that last example, that was a place where I made an exception. They were outside of our vertical, not the type of company we would normally work with, but I like working with underdogs. I made an exception. And although I'm grateful for the relationship, it's not a long lasting relationship. And I would much rather be a long term partner. Most of our clients have been with us anywhere from 6 to 10 years, and that's the type of business we prefer doing. So, circling back around, know your audience, know your market, know where your best customer is, where really the best future for your business, for the outcomes that you're looking for is. And part of this comes from getting very clear on what it is you want to accomplish. What is the legacy that you are trying to build with your business? Is this going to be a legacy business that you're going to pass on to your children, to your grandchildren? That's been a big conversation this week as I've been up here in Alaska with my daughter and her husband and my grandson and his family. His dad and I have talked a lot about building legacies. He's an entrepreneur as well, and so we've talked a lot about that over the last few days. So anyway, hope you find these few thoughts helpful, and thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later.